Hello, this is Kirk from livingafield.com. I'd like to welcome you to our online learning academy, where today we're going to discuss wintergreen, nature's aspirin. Unfortunately, plants have many common names. All too often, the same common name is used for multiple plants. As you might imagine, this can become rather confusing. One of these plants is a medicinal and edible powerhouse. The other is a starchy banana-like fruit used in Caribbean cooking. Unfortunately, they're both called plantain. You can see how it might be important to make sure you have the correct plant. To eliminate any confusion, we use botanical names. They are always in Latin, not just because using them makes us sound highly intelligent, but also because Latin is a dead language, and as such, it does not evolve. The botanical name of wintergreen is Gualteria procumbens. Common names for wintergreen are eastern teaberry, checkerberry, and boxberry. I've also heard it called tea leaf. It is native to the northeastern United States and into Canada. It's a member of the Ericaceae or heath or heather family. It is a perennial plant, meaning that it grows continuously. It comes back every year. The height is from 3 to 5 inches tall. The leaves are thick and leathery, ovate, meaning they're oval-shaped, evergreen, and have a distinct wintergreen scent when crushed. They're approximately 3/4 of an inch to 2 inches long and around 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch wide. Typically, they're going to be right around the 1 inch length. The stem is short, reclining, and woody. It has a spreading root system. This allows it to completely carpet an area. The flowering season is in spring. The flowers are white and bell-shaped, about perhaps 3/8 of an inch long, and are usually borne in either a solitary flower or in a short raceme. And a raceme is nothing more than a group of flowers. The fruit is approximately the size of a blueberry, although it's not as juicy. They're slightly dry. There is a seed, and when animals eat the berries, they disperse the seeds far and wide, allowing the plant to colonize other areas. Wintergreen is one of my favorite plants. This may be because it was one of the first plants I learned 45 years ago. Well, to be honest, over 45 years ago, but who's counting? Because it's evergreen, you can simply brush back the snow during the winter and find this wonderful little plant waiting for you. The berries absorb moisture from the snow, so they're actually better tasting if they've overwintered. When the colonists dumped the king's tea into Boston Harbor, they turned to this plant as a replacement. It was not long before they noticed how it alleviated aches and pains. You'd be hard-pressed to find a better tasting tea than wintergreen with a little bit of honey. The plant likes to live in rich acidic soils of pine and hardwood forests. The plant usually only produces fruits in sunnier locations. The part that you use are the leaves and the fruit. You can make a tea, you can eat the fruit as a trail nibble, you can eat the leaves, you can cook them, you can put them in salads. They are a little bit leathery, but they still taste pretty good. The following slides are meant for informational purposes only. They're not meant to diagnose or treat any illness or injury. Always consult with a physician or other qualified medical care provider concerning the diagnosis and treatment of any illness or injury. I am not a doctor and I do not play one on the internet. Wintergreen leaves contain high levels of methylsalicylate. Methylsalicylate is the forerunner to modern day aspirin. Leaf tea has been used to soothe colds, headaches, stomach aches, fever, kidney ailments. It's used externally as a wash for arthritis and sore muscles. Recent clinical studies have shown that small amounts of the methylsalicylate have delayed the onset of tumors. I like to use a couple of droppers of wintergreen tincture, hold it under my tongue for a few minutes, and it works great for anything from headaches to body aches and pains. You can also squirt a couple of droppers into a cup of tea and it's just as effective. And it doesn't burn like the alcohol under your tongue. This plant is analgesic, meaning that it reduces pain. It actually acts on the pain sensors in the brain. It is anti-inflammatory. It helps your body eliminate inflammation. It is anti-neoplastic, meaning that it slows the growth of tumors. It is anti-rheumatic. It helps alleviate the symptoms of arthritis. And the way it does that is through its anti-inflammatory and its analgesic properties. It is a febrifuge, meaning that it will reduce fever, although it's not really a good idea to reduce fever because that's your body's way of fighting off a microbe by creating a hostile living environment for it. And it is a stomachic, meaning that it tones and stimulates the actions of the stomach. Gaulteria procumbens has no toxic lookalikes. You shouldn't take Gaulteria procumbens if you're taking aspirin because it does have an aspiritic effect. It may increase the actions of the aspirin. As always, you should check with your healthcare provider before taking any herbal supplement. Gaulteria procumbens will always hold a special place in my heart. Not only was it the first wild plant I learned, it's also an excellent field pain reliever. I hope you can get out into the natural world and harvest some for yourself. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, please try one of our other online videos. You might also be interested in one of our guided plant walks. You can find all of our training opportunities on our website at https://livingafield.com. I would really appreciate it if you could take a moment and email me your feedback on this video to videos@livingafield.com. And that concludes this video. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.